Supply and demand in Poway is shifting the same way that we are seeing in many, many other San Diego zip codes, with demand remaining the same and supply increasing. I will talk about this over the next few minutes, so hang out with me till the end. Today is August 7th, 2024, and you are watching a Poway real estate market update. So let's jump right into it. Looking at the entire zip code, there are 6 coming soon properties currently, and they are distributed throughout the zip code, all the way from 949 all the way to 4.39 million, highlighting Poway's incredible housing diversity. So those are ones to watch for. They will be coming on the market soon. But most importantly, we have 95 active listings and only 58 pending. Not quite half, but this is really, really similar to what we're seeing in many other zip codes. A lot more on the market than there is in escrow, and only 34 sold in the past 30 days, which does mean that Poway is likely to see a big bump in closed sales over the next 30 days. So 34 doesn't really represent the correct level of demand right now. Would appear that that is quite a bit higher, 58 in escrow. So if we have 58 close over the next 30 days, 95 active, that means there's a pretty big handful of properties that aren't going under contract in the next 30 days. So if you're a seller in Poway, you really need to get real with your pricing. If you're not getting the showings you're expecting, in particular, if you're not receiving offers, you need to take a look at what's going on with an expert in the market and make some changes. We are more than happy to meet with you. If you're not yet listed with another agent and this is interesting to you and you're thinking about selling your Poway home, we are definitely here to help. So let's flip over to the InfoSparks graphic and take a look at the longer term trends. If you go back to January of 2021, the median price in Poway was $830, jumped all the way up to $1.56 million in March of 2022. That was just the sweet spot for so many zip codes. 1.56, yeah, it's never come back. 1.552 was as close as it got, and it has been largely downhill since January. We had a brief little uptick here in April, April through June, although, the April, May, June was pretty flat, and now a real drop, although with as few data points as we have. 1, 2, 3, 5 is probably, a little on the low side, a handful of less expensive properties, more expensive properties sitting on the market, whatever that is. I think, the trend line for median in Poway is somewhere in the mid 1.3s right now. Looking at percent of original list to closed price, look where we are now, 98.7. So we are below 100% countywide. We're below 100% in Poway. And, we were above 100% here in June at 102.1, but never ever did we return to the exuberance of 2022, that sweet spring of 2022, when sellers were getting 111.1% over asking price in Poway, and then all the way down to 93.2 by the fall of 22. So this, post-COVID, or I don't know if this was post-COVID or what you call this, it was interest rates jumping up that caused this huge drop. Climbing back up, but never again reaching the heights the heights of exuberance that once were felt in that oh so sweet spring of 2022. Now, looking at days on market, Poway is currently at 16, San Diego County at 24, so not much divergence there. And if you're priced well, you're still going to sell pretty fast in Poway. So this isn't like horrible news for sellers, but it's definitely something to pay attention to. The peak pricing for 2024 highly likely in the rearview mirror already, and could get a little bit stormier before the end of the year. We don't really know for sure. We know what's happening now. We know what's happened in the past, and we can probably forecast, a couple of weeks, a month or two into the future, but that's about the best anyone can really do for you, unless you really want to get yourself out on a limb with predictions. So that's what's happening in Poway right now. If you like the content, please remember, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know where you're watching from, what you'd like to see us do next. We will be back tomorrow with a market wrap-up for the month-over-month information that came out at the beginning of August. We're going to look at June to July. And, we'll be back at you with lots of great content. So don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.